it's Dawn with Numerologist.com, and in today's video, our monthly oracle video, I'm going to do something a little bit different with you. I've been going through my some of the old videos I've created for you, and I realized that, come I think maybe September, it's going to be 2 years I've been doing these oracle videos at the beginning of each month, and I've been getting some good feedback, not a lot of feedback some months, other months a lot of feedback, and really hoping that this serves you well. But in honor of an opportunity, sort of serendipitous gift from the universe I recently received in the form of an unexpected bunch of card decks, tarot card decks. I wanted to try something different for you today, and I'm eager for your feedback on this. Please do let me know if you are interested in going a little bit deeper with the tarot, perhaps, than just our monthly oracle reading here. But so as a way of sort of introducing that possibility or inviting you to give your feedback, I'm going to try this different thing, which is to take a card of the month and show you three different decks interpretations of these cards. So you'll see here on the screen, we've got three different decks, and as I said, I had a serendipitous experience recently. I was at a local bookstore and a gentleman walked in and he said, "Does anyone here do tarot?" And I happened to be in a conversation with someone about tarot. And I said, "Well, yes, I do." And we went on to have a conversation. Well, it turns out his aunt is now in a nursing home, and she was an author of a couple of tarot books. And she had many decks, and many of them she was ready to give away, duplicate decks, that kind of thing. So he took me out to his car, and in the trunk of his car, he and his wife had boxes of tarot cards. And so I picked a few, and these are three of those decks. So you see here we've got the Healing Tarot on the left by Jennifer Elizabeth Moore, and these are photographs. Jennifer must have done a tremendous amount of work because each and every one of the cards in this deck is a very complete, complicated photo shoot. And so this again, obviously, our theme today is the magician, and I will get to that in a moment, the interpretation. But you can see here that this is a person, and there's flowers, and he's got one hand raised toward the heavens, and the other pointing down toward the ground. And that's a very typical image you see in the illustration of the magician, where he's turning base metal into gold or translating sort of cosmic forces to transform the dense reality of physical matter. And so that's we have the stereotypical or the standard or archetypal symbology in a very atypical image there. Now, the next card in the center here is from the Da Vinci Enigma Tarot by Caitlin Matthews. And for the Magician card, so first of all, each and every one of the cards in the Da Vinci deck is a sketch, drawing, painting, or illustration made by the master himself. And the Magician is his self-portrait. So again, Da Vinci was an alchemist, as were some of the great Italians and other sort of leading thinkers of that era and of the Renaissance era. And Da Vinci, he tried to do a lot of things, including literally turning base metal into gold. And I'm no expert on Da Vinci. Certainly, reading the book that comes with this, I may learn more. But certainly for his time, who he was, and when you look at his art today, the man was clearly a magician with the base things of society of the earth, right? Of clay and paint, etc., and the human form, obviously. Alrighty, and then we have something again very different here. We have the World Spirit Tarot by Lauren O'Leary, who's the artist, and Jessica Godino, who is the author of the book that goes with it. And again, we have an image of a looks like almost like maybe a Caribbean island type of person. And again, he's got one arm raised with a wand type of energy and one arm down with the sword. And again, sort of connecting the heavens with the earth and transmuting, again, base metal into gold, or transmuting the dense forms of our reality into higher forms. And another symbol that you very typically see on the Magician card is in this World Spirit Tarot image, which is the infinity sign, or the sideways figure 8. That's a symbol of the power of the infinite and the power that the magician translates into form. Alrighty, so there we have 3 different illustrations of the magician, and now let's look a little more deeply at the meaning of behind this card and how it relates to you, your life, the month of June. All right, turning base metal, or transmuting base metal into gold. How can we translate that into our lives? Well, base metal, you may actually want to do alchemical processes to try and do that, but the real key to alchemical transformation has nothing to do with the base metal of a physical metal, and it has everything to do with our baser instincts as human beings and transmuting them to the higher vibrational frequencies of things like unconditional love, clear boundaries, self-respect, direct, nonviolent communication, connection with higher realms like angelic forces, spirit guides, and higher self, divine understanding, this kind of thing. So in other words, what are we talking about here? Surrendering the ego needs, the small base needs of the ego, often based in fear, into the higher wisdom of our divine true self, our divine self as creator beings here in the physical form. So, Magician, the month of June 2014. What does it mean for you? Well, I would say that this is an invitation for all of us to look at where in our lives we can transmute some of our fear-based motives, some of our denser ego, a need for the ego to be stroked, to not be insulted, to be in, to feel secure, and to surrender those and to transmute them into the higher understanding that, hey, I can ask for guidance on this. If you're facing a problem, you're facing a communication breakdown with someone, someone's being verbally abusive to you, to go inside and to say, higher self, divine guidance, God, spirit guides, God, goddess, whoever your higher source is, please assist me now, guide me in seeing a higher solution to this challenge or problem. How can I handle this with the power of the magician so I can transform the base drives I'm feeling, or the negative feelings, or the negative energy, into the highest possible solution for all concerned? So if you're facing any kind of conflict, struggle, difficult decision, head butting with someone in your life, or worry about things like money or security, or what the next year is going to bring, or what the next month is going to bring, call upon the angels of your higher nature, if you will. Call upon the magician within you to transmute those fears, concerns, worries, angers, etc., into that higher awareness of your true nature as a divine being, as a child of the divine. And as always, on behalf of myself and the entire Numerologist.com team, may the magician be with you this month and throughout your days. Many, many blessings until next time, and thank you so much.